Welcome back to Say No To Lashon Hara, day 83. This segment is sponsored by David and Monique Haddad in honor of their daughter Victoria Bat Mazal. The entire series is being done in the zichut of the continued health of Chana Bat Simafega. If you'd like to sponsor an episode, please email us at shlomo@wearechazak.com. In the 7 conditions, one of the conditions that the Chafetz Chaim laid out is the concept that you cannot share Lashon Hara letoelet for a constructive purpose if you yourself are someone who was hurt by that person. So if you're biased against this person, you are hurt by this person, you can't share information about that guy. Now, that seems a little bit odd because what does it have to do that I was once hurt by this person? I'm now telling you that that guy is going to steal money. I'm not getting my money back. I'm not getting an apology. It has nothing to do with me. Says the Chafetz Chaim, but even though I'm not necessarily getting any benefit, I'm not getting the money he took back. I'm not getting back the embarrassment. The man is not apologizing to me. But if I can take him down in your eyes, there's a certain satisfaction in that. There's an element of revenge, and revenge, as we know, often tastes sweet. So when that is the case, where you have had a previous interaction with them and you were embarrassed or you were ashamed or they hurt you physically or financially, in any of those cases, you become disqualified from sharing Lashon Hara because you cannot trust your own intuition as to whether or not your intentions are pure and you derive no enjoyment or benefit from the Lashon Hara that you're sharing. So, since that's the case, says the Chafetz Chaim, we have to actually take this to its logical conclusion. It's not only if the person actively hurt you that this halacha is true. It's also if there are other ways in which you would find benefit from it. So as an example, let's say someone hasn't hurt you, yelled at you, screamed at you, stole from you, but you just feel that they didn't do what they were supposed to do towards you. So the example the Chafetz Chaim brings is, let's say you have a person who's raising money for tzedakah. He goes to a certain town and they won't let him speak in the synagogue, or someone hasn't given the donation that that the fundraiser hoped he would get, or that in general he comes back home without the amount of money he hoped he would raise from the entire community. There are times where this fundraiser, will now speak even to other fundraisers. He'll tell other fundraisers, don't go to that town. They're all stingy. They're all greedy. They just want to hold on to their money. I went there and nobody gave me a thing. You see, in that scenario, first of all, he was hurt by them. Even if they didn't owe him anything, didn't do anything wrong to him, since he feels he should have got money from them, he's upset, and he also wants to take that out and share that with other people in a way where he's putting them down. So there's a personal bias here against that community that he failed in his fundraising mission to. Now, the crazy thing is that there could be a million reasons why he didn't raise the amount of money he would have hoped to raise. Maybe there's a financial crunch in the city because the business in the area is down. Maybe there was another fundraiser that came with a very similar project or product relatively recently and people already gave. Maybe the city is trying to build a new yeshiva or a school and their funds are being directed towards those things. So you coming back and saying to other fundraisers or to people where you come from that these people don't give any money and these people don't respect Torah or these people don't, is not something, number one, that you're allowed to say. However, says the Chafetz Chaim, it's actually much worse than that. Because if Lashon Hara is forbidden when it comes to one person, one individual, and the damage of speaking in a negative way about one person, could you imagine the sin of speaking against an entire community? So that sin is now magnified by thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of times. People often don't realize that that's what they're doing when they speak about groups of people or communities. But that is what they're doing. The people in Deal are this. The people in this city don't dress tzniut. These kind of people, Hasidim are Y. The Ashkenazim are X. And they don't realize that they just spoke Lashon Hara against hundreds of thousands of people. Who wants a sin like that on their shoulders? We have to be very careful with the way that we speak.